Hello everyone, it's Sunday, April 25th, 2021, and it's 15 degrees here in Halifax, and it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So here we are. Let's see, I'm on, just got to do one more adjustment here, and then I think I'll be good, hopefully. Hopefully I'll be good. Another adjustment here. There. Okay, now we're good. I accidentally hit my tracking, which is not uncommon for me. Anyways, you probably recognize where I am if you know Halifax. I'm beginning this video at the Halifax, or the Dartmouth side of the ferry terminal. Ferry terminal, which is right there. And I got a destination, but I thought just before I go, I'd just walk a little bit around the water here and get into this video slowly, and we'll make our way into it before long. Let's see, I'm just what I did with my mask. Okay, I got my mask, that's good. Keep it handy. I'm not going to wear it right now, but I'll keep it handy in case I need it. Got a button, one more button on my coat, so my microphone will sit there. Okay, that's good. Now, where we're going today, we're going to walk from the ferry terminal up to the Dartmouth Shopping Center. Now, a lot of people might not know where the Dartmouth Shopping Center is. I didn't know it was called the Dartmouth Shopping Center until recently, although I've been there a few times. But we're going to go up there and see what all's up there, okay? So it's a little bit of a walk, not that bad, but... So I'm just going to stop right here. Here's the back. This is the main entrance where you walk into the ferry terminal, although the front, where you go, the other side facing the water, is over there, but this is where you go in. So here we go. We've got to cross these railroad tracks, one track. Sometimes there's a train comes down here, quite often, but not right now. I don't know about on Sunday, because this is Sunday. So. And I think I told you, but in case I didn't, it's around 3 p.m. in the afternoon. And it's kind of partly cloudy and partly, there was some sun out, but it's more clouds now. So hopefully there's no rain today, and it'll be wonderful walk today if there's no rain, which I'm kind of hoping that's the case. So let's get underway. Here we are up to the sidewalk, and we're going to walk right up to the Dartmouth Shopping Center. And I might just take in the Bridge bus terminal while I'm at it, just in case anybody's new here and haven't seen these things. You've seen signs on the buses, Bridge terminal, and you didn't really know where that was. I'll include that in my video for you. All right. So I'm walking past, still walking past the ferry terminal and the library. Dartmouth Regional Library is right there. And I just want to say that, well, somebody's doing something on Facebook, but that's all right. I just want to say that your Halifax library card is good in Dartmouth as well. It's all part of the HRM. Okay. So even though you're over in Dartmouth, you can use your library card here. And this is Alderney Street that we're on right now. Just passing Queen. Portland was the last street back there, and now we're passing Queen. And we're on Alderney. Alderney Drive, I said street, but there it is right there. Alderney Drive, 60 Alderney Drive. We're not too far from the office where you pay your traffic tickets and fines and parking tickets and stuff like that. Because I had to go there once and pay a snow violation last winter. I think it's that door right there, 40, no, maybe not. I think it's the next door. It's just building right here. This is where I had to go in. It might be 40 Alderney though. I think that's the address of it. Okay, so if you get a, like in the wintertime, I got a fine for parking on the street when they was clearing the snow. And I can tell you it's $50. So I didn't do that again. Only once, and I learned my lesson not to park there. I would have tried to get out of the way of everybody who's around me, so I don't have my mask on because I took it off to talk. And so that's how it is. So I'll try to steer clear of people as much as I can. And as soon as this light turns, we'll head up the hill. I got to tell you, there's a steep hill up here. If I take the one over the lawn, it's really steep. If I take the street way, it's not quite so steep. So if you want to see a real steep hill, I can take the lawn, but I might take the street, I'm not sure yet. Because if I take the long way, oh, I missed the light or something here. It turned red now. I'm going to go this way because I missed the light. I don't know where my mind was when I don't think it turned green. So we'll go this way and walk across the other side. And I'll make sure I push the button. Maybe nobody pushed the button. All right, so here we go. You can testify to the fact that I pushed the button. There we go. Yeah, that didn't work out so well over there. Because I think everybody thought somebody else pushed the button and no one pushed it. So I had a wonderful day today. I went over to the Halifax Forum and got my COVID-19 shot today. And it wasn't a big deal. So anybody haven't had their shot yet? Those people do so many of them, you don't even know it. Like it was over. It was time to she said you're all done. I didn't know she did anything. It was that quick. So, and I haven't felt any ill effects from it. I really wasn't expecting I would because I've had vaccinations before and shots for things and nothing ever bothered me before. So it was about what I thought it would be. And anyway, I got my shot. The next one I think is August 8th or 10th or something. It's on my phone. And so I got a bit of a break before the next one. And so it's good to have it though. At least it takes 2 weeks to get completely in your system. So I can feel a little protected after that. And not have to worry quite so much when I go out that I may catch it. So that's the idea of getting a vaccine, is to protect you and everybody else in your family and everybody you come in contact with. So far I've been lucky. I've tried to be careful around people. Every once in a while, something will happen. Somebody will come right up to you and start talking and no mask on, and they're like a foot from you, and you're like, let me away from this person. But it don't happen that often, but it has happened a couple of times. So if you had your shot, you're going to know you're one up on these situations. So anyway, just to let you know, if you come in contact with me on the street, I've had my first shot, for what that's worth. I think we'll be brave and take this steep hill because it's quite a walk. I may not be able to talk while walking up that hill because it is steep, but if you want a good cardio workout and you want a good leg workout, then that's a good hill to walk up. You'll see it's much steeper than the road, but it ends up at the same level because the road's gradual and this walkway is sudden. It's just right up over the hill. Well, this is the weekend, it's Sunday, but I didn't have a Monday video made, so I had to go out on my own today. But that's okay, because my wife had something she's got to do on her own today. She went to her workplace, she wanted to clean up her truck and clean all the dirt out of it and clean the floor and sweep out the box and all that stuff. So when she goes back to work Monday, she got a nice clean truck and it's organized and because she likes that. She's an organized person, right down to the details. She wants to know everything, when it's going to be, and make a note of it and file it away, and she's prepared no matter what comes up. She knows where it is. So she's very organized. Unlike myself, I'm on the other end of the scale. I take receipts and throw them in the corner, and if I need them, I don't know where they are. So that's the difference in us two. But I believe that differences are better than too many similarities, because we've been married 28 years and we still get along and we don't fight. So I think that's got something to do with it. If you're opposites, you do better than if you're both the same. It's my opinion. Now, look at this right here. That's the road on my left. That's the walkway on my right. This walkway is steep. And if I get to the top without huffing and puffing, I'll be doing well. Good chance to test the virus medicine I got today. They said it can leave you short of breath. If I can walk up that hill and I'm not doing much huffing and puffing, then it's not going to do that to me. But it hasn't anyway so far. I got it at 2 o'clock, and we're now past 3. So, but this is a steep road. See how steep this is? She's a steep walkway, but it's not long, so it's just steep. There's the road I was on down there. This climbs fast up here. You look right out over the city, the harbor, out to the ocean from here. I saw dandelions today, sprouting right up through the grass. There's none here. But where I live, I looked out the window and the front lawn was peppered with dandelions. So it looks like, we gotta say now, we're in spring pretty good. The leaves are coming out of the trees. Look at this tree here. They're not big, but there's leaves on it. Whereas most trees now have some leaves on them. They're not huge, but you can see there's leaves on it. So, well, I'm to the top of the hill. I'm still able to talk. So I guess I'm a little bit, I can still talk, but I can feel that hill when I walk up it. It's very steep. We'll take a look how high it is from here. See what we can see now? There's the street we was on down there. So you climb, I'd say you climb a couple 100 feet maybe to where I am now to get up this height. So anyway, we're going to go up and explore the Dartmouth shopping center. I got kicked out of a couple of places by the security for exploring shopping centers, but I think we'll be all right here today. I'm hoping. Wasn't long ago, one of my videos, I was in one of the plazas beside the Halifax shopping center, and I was videoing the plaza when a security's patrol vehicle pulled up and wondered what I was doing. So I told him I'm making a video for YouTube, and he was having none of that. You're not allowed on this property doing that. So I could see he was right next to the sidewalk. So I was Well, he thought quick, and I said, well, I'm on my way to the street right there. I'm not going to actually be in the plaza property. I'm going to the sidewalk. He goes, okay, all right. You can't do it in here. So, but you tell me, what's the difference in walking by the same place on the sidewalk and doing it, or walking through the parking lot and doing a video? It's foolish. I don't agree with those policies, but you can't find a mall anywhere will let you do a video in there. If you do one, you're going to have to do it secretively. Different equipment than what I'm using. Going to have some spy equipment if you want to do inside of malls. Well, I got a walk sign. Look, I had one. Still might get across. We'll let this car go and then I'll make a run for it. They got a red light anyway. They have to wait. Okay. So now I'm on Wise Road. Once you get to the top of the hill here, you see the sign over there? I'm on Wise Road. W-Y-S-E instead of W-I-S-E. There's a Y in it. Wise Road. So this will take you up to the McDonald Bridge, which I'm not covering today, but we're going beyond the McDonald Bridge to the Halifax the Dartmouth Shopping Center. The Dartmouth Shopping Center is not a mall. It's quite a large plaza. And there's quite a bit of stuff there, which I won't reveal at this moment because we're not there yet. But when we get there, we'll be talking about all the things that are there. And let me look at my time. 17 minutes. Okay, well, we're in good shape. I erased my last video before I started. So this video ought to be able to go over an hour before we get any trouble. My battery's right up. My storage is emptied out. So it should be okay. I'm passing the Zachman Sports Center right here. You've probably heard of it, but not seen it maybe. That's the Zachman Sports Center. They play hockey, and I'm sure they do a lot of other things in there too, but I've only been in there when the election was on. I went in there to vote. And that's the only time I was in there. So it's I'm not a sports person, and I don't have any kids in hockey or any of that because they're all grown up and doing their own thing. So there you are, Zachman Sportsplex is what it's called. So I don't really follow the junior hockey and those levels, or even the university hockey. I don't follow those things. I'm strictly a Toronto Maple Leaf man, and I follow the NHL. That's about it. But it's a busy place today. Oh, I know what's going on. These are people coming here to get their COVID shot. I probably could have came here, but I know the north end of Halifax better than I know any other part of the city. So when they asked me where I wanted to go, I said the Halifax Forum. Sorry. And I might live in Dartmouth, but I'm over there more than I am here. And I've covered the north end extensively in my videos. And so I just naturally said, I'll go to the Halifax Forum. But apparently the Joseph Zachman Sportsplex, they're doing the vaccine there too. Well, we're on level ground now. And when we get over here, I'm going to walk. I'm not just going to stay on the sidewalk. I'm going to walk through the plaza, because they usually only have one guy patrolling the yard here, and all he does, he's making sure the cars, somebody didn't park there and then go across to the city and leave their car there, because that happens a lot right there. So that's basically all he's here for, is to watch the parking lot for people parking. And if he sees you park, he'll write it down what time you got there. And if he sees that car a couple hours later, you probably get a ticket. So never leave your car in that plaza and walk across the bridge, because you'll probably get a fine. You'll be lucky if you don't. But that's about all that. There's usually just one security guard in there, and that's about all he does. He's more concerned with cars and how long they've been there than wondering what I'm doing. I should have a big story to tell them when they ask me what I'm doing. I'll tell them I'm almost blind, and this helps me get around. And I don't know if he'd buy that or not. Or I could tell him it's seismic equipment and I'm looking for an earthquake zone. Maybe he would buy that instead. They consider a store and a mall private property, but I say different rules apply to a store and a mall than does someone's house. For example, I can't walk up to somebody's house and point my camera in the window and see what they're doing. That would be a crime and you'd get in serious trouble. But I can look in a store window and see what's in there and video it and show the prices and things, and there's no harm in that. So there's a difference, even though both are considered private property. A place where the public can freely walk in and out of, you should be able to show a video in there instead of using that private property laws to stop you. Because I don't say anything bad about stores. I brag them up and try to bring them more business. They should be happy that somebody's going by there and talking about the stores and showing people what's there. Because especially people that are new here, they might not even know it exists. So you're doing the stores a favor, and I don't think it's the stores that are having this time about people doing videos. I think it's the mall, the owners of the plaza, the mall. They just want to flex their authority or something. It makes no sense. So that's what I think it is. People trying to flex their authority and their rules for no reason. Yeah. That's what I say. So anyways, enough about that. We're going to look at everything that's in this plaza. Starts with the Dollarama and Shoppers Drug Mart. And we'll walk right around the whole thing. And there's lots of interesting stores here. And we'll walk right around the whole thing and show you everything that's here. There's one that's called A1 Laptop Repair. I guess they sell computers probably too, but maybe not. And they, then there's a dental office in here. Something called Renegade. I think it's fitness store, I think. Fitness place, I think. It's hard to read from here. Something Renegade. Okay, then you got Nova Scotia Works in here. Buyer Sellers Depot, that's a second-hand store. And right next to it you have the Salvation Army thrift store. And if you haven't got your income tax done, or you don't know how to do it, or no one to help you, H&R Block is right there. Domino's Pizza. And there's some kind of quick cash financial, which I wouldn't recommend, but if you want to use it, by all means, feel free. I wouldn't recommend those type of things because the interest is really high on that. And unless you're in a real bind and you have to have the money and you're maxed out and you can't get the credit anywhere else, then you might have a reason for using it. But other than that, I wouldn't use that. Subway's over there. No Frills is right here. I've been in there a few times. There's a guy standing at the door, but I don't think he's a security guard. He don't look like one. So anyway, we'll walk right on out here and see what else is in this immediate neighborhood before I leave this plaza. Then we get up here, we'll turn around and point the camera back at the plaza. You get one last look at it before I move on. All right. So I'm going to step up on this walkway here where you can get a good look at it from here. So there's the Dartmouth Shopping Center right there, what it looks like. You can drive right in, around, out the other side, or you can go back out this way, whichever you prefer. And that's about it for in here. There's a gas bar over there. And just up over the hill from here, there's a McDonald's. Just right up that way. If you go right on up that roadway past here and make the next left in, there's a McDonald's up there. And a few other things maybe. Okay. Here's Wendy's. And we might as well just go through here too, because there's another part of this plaza up here. We might as well cover all this before I move on. Make it a good video, okay? Let's not make it short. I like long videos. I can do an hour video without any trouble. Let's see, we're already up to 26 minutes, so I think I can squeeze an hour in here, or close to it, before we sign off. Are you with me? You want to watch an hour-long video? I think they're pretty good. I watch other people's videos. Some of them are that long, and I watch the whole thing. As long as it's interesting, they can keep my interest. Show me things that I like to see. I can watch an hour video. All right, so we're going to cross this roadway, and we're going to see what's over here. I won't go right up close to everything, because I think we can cover it all just circling around here. There's a Tim Hortons over here, and it's strictly a drive-through, which I'll show you that one. It's strictly a drive-through. There's First Choice Haircutters. I go there, but not to this one. I go to the one up on Portland, going towards well, going up. Like if you're going like where there's you go right through town and keep on going up the hill and keep on going, and you'll come to a plaza up there that has First Choice in it. Those plazas all have names, but I haven't been here long enough to tell you the names of all those plazas, so I can't really tell you them all. I didn't know this one until just recently was called the Dartmouth Shopping Center. I just found that out, that it's called the Dartmouth Shopping Center. So we'll go over far enough to show you where the Tim Hortons. It's just a drive-through, like I said. You can't go in. Of course, they're all drive-throughs now, since we're on our lockdown again. But we're hoping maybe a 1 month lockdown can restore us back to where we was before all this stuff happened. That's what I'm hoping. There's another money lender that charges exorbitant high prices. You don't want to go there either. Like I said, I always say good things about businesses, but I don't want to see anybody throw their money away like that, so that's not a good deal to borrow money there. Like I said, unless you have to. You have to? Well, then you got to do what you got to do, but if you got a choice, no. All right, so we're going to go down the sidewalk now and make our way back. We're going to go towards what they call the bridge terminal. Now, if you live over in Halifax and you don't have any reason to come over to Dartmouth, you may never have seen the bridge terminal, because you'd have to have some reason to come over. You may have, you may not have. So, we were in Halifax quite a while before we knew anything about the bus system, because we came down from Ontario, and the first month we was here, we were just learning our way around, and my wife didn't have a job just for a little while, so she was probably a month, maybe, when we were driving around a lot of places. She was looking for work and all that, and we had a lot of stuff to do, shifting our driver's license over, their health cards and all those things. So we didn't really take the bus. We just drove everywhere when we first come here. But these things catch on over time because eventually my wife went to work, and most of the time she takes the car to work unless I need it. If I don't need it for something, I don't keep it home. She just goes to work and comes back at night, and I don't keep the car home because we can't afford 2 cars, and I don't need it. So if I need to go somewhere, I jump on the bus. So I started learning my way around the bus system pretty good, and I've taken quite a few different routes and lines now, and so I've gotten used to how to get around Halifax and area on the bus. Whoops, something's, let's see. My son is texting me, but if I answer him, I got to stop my video, and then I might get into a mess. So I don't want to stop, because if I stop, if I just keep it going, it'll be one piece. I won't have to splice it together. And sometimes when I turn it off, then I got issues with my phone after. So I just keep it going, and then I'll call them when I get done my video, because I'll be done in another, I don't know, 20 minutes. I think 20 minutes will probably wrap it up more than likely, or close to it. Let's see, what are we at now? 32, 42, 52, yeah, 20, 25 minutes, we'll be done. When I get a second phone, that'll work really good, because then I can take phone calls and texting and stuff, and I don't have to interrupt my video. So that'll be a lot better. But right now I have one phone, and I don't want to stop my video to answer with my phone. So we'll keep going. And like I said, I won't be that much longer. This has a Tim Hortons drive-thru too, right here. This Esso store. So you got two Tim Hortons right here in one spot. I'm not sure. Some of these stores, they have a Tim Hortons where you have to make your own coffee, and I don't like those ones, because it never turns out real well for me. It don't taste good. I get too much cream. I don't get enough, or something. So I like it when they make the coffee, and that one don't even say it's an express, so it's probably you make your own. But they do have a window there, so they must make it and hand it out to you. So I've never bought a coffee in there, so I can't really say for sure. But anyway, there it is. Tim Hortons, fresh. There might even be a express counter in there. I don't know. But one day maybe I'll try that, and then I can pass it on. But for now, I've never tried it. I have gone through the car wash, though. It worked good. Got a nice clean car. It's a kind of a slow process because they do a lot of cycles. But you got a nice clean car when you come out. I can't say nothing but the best about that. Well, the bridge terminal is right over there. We'll try to walk by it as best I can. That is public property, so I don't think anybody can say anything about me doing a video over there, because anything that the public pays for, you can walk in there and do a video. They can't stop you, and in spite of what they might say, they can't stop you if it's public property, because we pay taxes to have these things, and it's partly ours. So we have every right to go in there and do a video. I know they don't bother me at the ferry terminal. I walked right through the ferry terminal and onto the boat, kept it going off the other side, and I never had anybody bother me about that. So there's the bridge, looking right straight down the hill at the bridge, which we're not taking today, but that's the way you go through to pay your fare to get on the bridge. But I just want to show you the bridge terminal right now, since I'm right in the neighborhood, I might as well. That Presler Law Building looks like it was a Wendy's or something once, although it's not anymore. The lawyers took it over. Whatever was in there, it looks like a fast food place, but it failed or something. And well, I pushed the walk button, but this seemed to be a slow moving light here. So we'll just wait, and surely we'll get a walk signal soon. I'm hoping before long we'll get a walk. It's only for the pedestrians, I guess, because I don't see any light, so you can't drive right across what it looks like because there's no lights that way. So it's probably not very often it changes for the pedestrians, but I'm hoping it'll be soon. I am now at 36 minutes. So we want to get this done in an hour for sure. All I'm going to do is walk through the bus terminal area and we'll be finished this video. And there's the Zachman complex that we walked by earlier where they're doing COVID shots today. So okay, so here we go. We're going to show you here's the sign. Metro Transit Bridge Terminal. Okay, so let's walk right through here and we'll take a look at it. It's quite a busy spot. The buses are coming all the time here. You never see a dead spot where there's not a bus in here. This is a very busy spot. So we're going to walk as close as we can, and I try to be mindful of people, not to point my phone right at people, and do the best we can in a public spot where people are coming and going. But I know you'd want to see this, so I'll just walk through here. Now, those roads up there, you cannot enter there because there's no public access to that, bus only. So you can walk on the sidewalk and walk by here, and you can go into the passenger place. But there's no driving in there with cars. You can walk in from here. So we'll walk down from the outside for now. There's always people watching these things, so you got to be careful you don't get into trouble. Although I know I'm allowed because it's public property. I'm allowed to go in there, but I'll just not press it anyways, and I'll just show it to you from here. And so this is your bridge terminal. This goes from here. You can take a bus to Cold Harbor. You can take a bus Pleasant Street. You can take a bus just about anywhere. You can go over to Halifax in a lot of different locations. That one is going to Mi'kmaq Mall, and some goes in Burnside. There's all kinds of destinations from here. You can go just about any place you want to go from this terminal. I can go over to Spring Garden Road, up to Halifax Shopping Centre, Scotia Square, all kinds of places from a bus right here. Many times I come over here, and if I don't catch, there is a bus that comes where I get on by where I live, take you right down to Scotia Square. But if I miss that one, then I'll take the next bus and they'll come here, and then I got a choice of buses. There's a lot of different buses I can take to go over the city from here. Not just one choice, you got a whole bunch of different buses. This one goes down Portland Street. That's one of the buses I can take to come up here. 59. We have 4 buses that go down Portland that I can take. There is an express one, 158 or 59 or something like that. I think it's 159, but it doesn't stop most places. So yeah, that one really don't count. We can take 59, 61, 58, 68. Those 4 buses will take you down Portland, at least to Woodlawn, and maybe beyond, depending on which bus you take. They have little different destinations once you get down there. But if you're just going down through Dartmouth and Portland up to at least Woodlawn, any of those 4 buses will take you there. Well, I'm back, almost back to that steep hill that I walked up at the beginning of this video. And I don't need to keep it going too much longer. I'll probably stop it. Let's see. Let's point it over at the bridge terminal. And we'll just leave it right there. Okay? So we're 41 minutes. Almost 42 minutes in this video. So that's where we'll end it. And if you like this little walking trip around Dartmouth and the shopping center and the bus station and all that, well, you can hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber yet, hit that subscribe button and become one of my subscribers. And also, there's a notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I put out a new video. All right? On that note, you have a great day, and we'll chat later. Bye.